Okay, here with Annor Boateng. So talk about your basketball journey. How did you get started in the game, and how did you get to where you are today?
Well, I mainly got started because of my older brother. It was back in like second grade when I really started playing basketball. And he got into it, so I was like, if he does it, I'm gonna do it. So ever since then, we were like, basically, it's like someone you could compete with. So when he tries to get better, I get better. And it basically made me love the game more since I have somebody I can relate to in those plays.
Gotcha. Did he go on to play collegiately, or?
Actually, no. He ended up not playing basketball in college. He didn't really come out with any like offers or scholarships, but he ended up getting a scholarship opportunity at OSU, Oklahoma State University, to do computer science.
Nice. Did your parents play sports or any other athletes in the family?
My dad didn't play any sports, but his brother used to play soccer. He was like really good. He could have played professionally. And then my mom also ran track a lot, so she was really good at track, but it didn't really go that far. But she was really good.
Did you did you play any other sports coming up?
Not really. I tried to get into swimming at one point
okay.
when I was younger, so
yeah.
I did a little bit of swimming, but I never really got on the team. I also thought about playing soccer, but yeah, that never really panned out either.
Okay. And what made you fall in love with basketball at an early age?
Probably the people around it, like the friends. It's like being able to compete with your like peers makes the game like 10 times better. And then like when you see yourself getting better or them getting better, like it just makes it like it blows your mind. It makes you want to play more and more.
Right. Here at USA Basketball, just talk about initial impressions of first day.
Very tiring. Yeah, you got to get used to the atmosphere up here in like the thinner areas since you're in Colorado. Plus it's cold, so it's like you got to really condition yourself for that. But other than that, once you start getting going, it's pretty fun, and all the energy the guys bring, it's like a great atmosphere to be around.
I guess a lot of talented players, like you said. How do you feel like you kind of stood out?
I feel like coming into this, I'm not. I feel like I can compete with them. So it's like it's more of a mindset thing. So coming in and believing in yourself, believing that you can compete with these guys and play at a higher level too. Goes a long way. So it's all about the mindset when you come into this place. So I feel like I competed pretty good against them.
For those who haven't seen you play, just kind of talk about your game. What are your strengths?
One of my biggest strengths is probably my defense. And I try to not just pride myself off of offense, but there's always another way to affect the game. So if I can affect the game defensively or even making an extra pass, I'll do it rather than always trying to get a bucket.
And where does that mindset come? To play defense?
Probably my AAU coaches. They back in Arkansas, they Arkansas is not really known that much. I mean, recently it's become more known in basketball, but really when we go out there, it's like you're the underdog. So they always push the defense, and there's like the main thing that wins games is defense. So my AAU coaches, like Coach Bill and Coach Chris, they always talk to me about defense, and that defense wins games.
Nice. What are some improvement areas you're working on right now?
Really just my ball control and also shooting. So being able to get comfortable and knock down a shot. But overall, it's just confidence and then like your mindset.
Gotcha. What are maybe some underrated aspects of your game?
I feel like probably like playmaking. So like making an extra pass, and also how I talk, like talking on defense and then talking on offense, or trying to make a good play around. I feel like that's underrated.
I know you kind of have a lot of energy when you play and stuff like that, and talking a lot and getting into people. Where's that mindset kind of come from?
Like I said, to get back to my AAU coaches, they always want us to be dogs. So having a mindset, I take that with me wherever I go, and also I feel like. I'm just competing with myself and trying to get better. And there's a sense like I have to prove myself. It's still just playing hard on both ends goes a long way.
For sure. Kind of talk about your summer. How was it? What do you feel like you're able to show coaches and scouts and stuff?
I feel like overall I improved a lot more on my offensive capabilities and being able to. I expanded a lot, especially like dribbling. I came a long way from handling the ball and also shooting. So I feel like I expanded way more on that. And then I also showed off my defensive capabilities while doing that.
What are some of your goals coming into this season?
Overall, just basically get my shot down, because I'm not the biggest guy, tallest guy out there. So being able to stretch the floor, make a shot, or even get to the rim too, that'd be a big accomplishment for me, a big goal for me.
Getting into your recruitment a little bit, just like what's the latest in terms of any interest, offers, stuff like that?
Lately, I've been contacted by Ole Miss. Ole Miss offered me recently, so I've been talking to them a lot, and Oklahoma University. I've been talking to them a lot, and along with LSU, Arkansas always keeps in touch because they're home state, so home school. And also Auburn and Clemson also hit me back up recently.
Okay. Any schools you haven't heard from or you'd love to hear from?
Probably Baylor. I would hear back from UCLA. We were in contact for a little bit, but it kind of like faded out a little bit. So I would like to hear back from them again. Yeah, them two mainly.
Okay. I guess why those two schools?
UCLA, I feel like there's a lot of opportunities, and also like the academic program is also a big thing. So when you go up there, you can make connections with people that could be possibly like multimillionaires up there. And then Baylor, I feel like it's like a good program. I remember when they won the championship, their last championship, and like the coach utilized everybody on the team. So it wasn't just a set 5 group of people. Like when they played Gonzaga, they were able to take 5 people off the bench and put them back in and still have the same intensity.
I love that. Academically, like what interests you? Like do you have an idea what you'd like to go into in college?
Yes, sir. I would like to do probably either, it's between mechanical engineering and becoming a pharmacist. So I'm thinking between those two.
Okay. Gotcha. Have you always kind of been interested in those subjects?
I've been interested more in mechanical engineering, and that partly came from my brother too, because when we were younger, we used to build Legos and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was these things called mind-storing robots, where you could build and connect, and you could program them to do like different things. Like there's this color sorter, and so you have different color like marbles, and a robot would sort them after you program it.
Okay, gotcha. You still have some time to pick a school, but ideally, like what would you want in a program of choice?
Just improve me overall, like as a person, and also be able to establish a relationship on and off the court. So it's not just basketball, or they're not just seeing me as just like a basketball player, and then they can develop me wherever I go, or like take me wherever I want to get to. If that is the league, or even just getting my first degree.
Right. Any players that you kind of like to study or model your game after?
Probably Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, I feel like I compare to him a lot, especially like him being like an inside-out player. He could get it to the rack and shoot a little bit. So I try to model my game off of that and basically just improve my shot and my intensity on the court.
Okay. Getting to know you a little bit off the court, I know you talked about some of your academic interests, but outside of basketball, any other unique hobbies or things that you're into?
I'm also in the marching band at my high school.
Oh, okay.
So,
nice.
Yeah, I play the tenor sax now. So I used to play the alto sax from middle school, but after 9th grade, in 10th grade, actually, my director asked me to play the tenor sax because we didn't have any tenor saxes. So I ended up playing the tenor sax, and I'm in marching band right now.
Okay. Is that something you kind of like taught yourself, that adjustment, or how'd that go?
I've been playing music. Oh, you talking about like transitioning from the tenor?
Alto to tenor.
It's basically like the same thing. So it's just the instrument's bigger, and you can play lower notes. But other than that, it's basically the same thing. So I was able to transition to that very easily.
And how often, like, how much time do you spend with the marching band?
Probably because I have it as a school period. So we practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays after school.
Okay.
So depending on if it's like an A week or B week, I'll probably spend around like 6 hours.
And you getting out there for football games and stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you might see me on the field one day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you had like one hashtag to describe yourself, what would that hashtag be and why?
I don't know. Probably I don't know how to say it, but I'll be like, you can't place a label on me, basically. Like, hashtag no label. So yeah.
And why that?
Huh?
And why that hashtag?
Because like I do many things. Like you can't just section me as like, oh, he just plays basketball. But I could also play an instrument, and I'm also a good student. So it's like there's no really label to me. That's what I feel.
Gotcha, love that. And then we'll wrap it up with this. But ideally, like 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
5 years. Hopefully, I see myself in the NBA. If not, I'll just be working, like continue on with life. There's nothing really. I'll probably be going through maybe med school with pharmacy, trying to be a pharmacist, or pursue my career in mechanical engineering. So, what are those two?
Awesome. Thank you for the time, man.
So thank you.